What is up, ladies and gents? Welcome to the first person animations update, a silent Overkill update, and I'm quite pleased about this. I really think Overkill has excelled themselves on this one. Very simple update, very delicate tweaks, very professionally delivered, and overall excellent. I think Overkill is showing genuine pedigree here, genuine care for the game as well, and I don't think I should forget that Lion Game Lion, of course, has probably been involved in this process. Very heavily ingrained in Payday 2 now. But yeah, this is a great update, and I'm really happy to see them rolling these sort of things out. And especially with the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 version just on the horizon. I think we should expect more of this moving into the future. So I'm going to read some things. I'm going to glaze over some others simply because they're just things that are reiterating the same sort of points that I'm making. Check them out in your spare time, guys. I'm going to link it down in the description below. This is, of course, the Overkill created webpage for this update. So it's time to give the first-person animations some more love. Now, what I like about this update, before I get onto this, is the fact this was something that we've been mentioning. There's been the occasional request, but by no means was Overkill compelled by the community to do this. This was definitely done on their own volition, and I love to see that. It's time to give the first-person animations some more love. At Overkill, we always strive to make Payday 2 as great an experience as it possibly can be for you guys to enjoy and for us to be proud of. Having recently announced that we'll continue working on Payday 2 for at least 2 more years, which is excellent to hear. That date just seems to be getting extended further and further. We're excited to get this update out the door as a testament to our continued commitment and support of the game. With this free update, we introduce a host of new and updated first-person animations for tons of weapons in the game, and it really is most. For months, our animators in the Overkill crew have been hard at work to further refine and improve upon our existing first-person animations. We're going to check out some of the sample videos below. We hope you enjoy the updated animations as much as we have, and we look forward to hearing what you think in the community forum on Steam, on our subreddit, and elsewhere. What are you waiting for? Get in there. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to have a look at these animations. We're just going to see. They really are just refined touches, but I'll be honest, the heister looks like he's handled a gun before, which makes a huge difference. I mean, it may even take a couple of looks for those of you who aren't used to seeing the Car Force reload animation. But yeah, this is a change that you will notice if you put as many hours into the game as I have. Some of them are more noticeable than others, but the vast majority of weapons have been updated in this way. I wish I could show you on the web page, but taser animations, calling animations, Inspire, all been changed. There's a couple of other big changes. One, for example, the reload sounds have been improved on the vast majority of guns in the game, and the overall immersive experience, and dare I say it, realism, because I think there is a place for that within Payday 2. It's just an improvement on basically every single front, and I definitely think this is in preparation for Overkill's movement onto the Xbox One, onto the PlayStation 4, being just more efficient at the production of the game, and that's what we're seeing, and it's a sign of things to come. If we're getting this now, I certainly expect to see more and more free updates, tweaks, and fixes to make the game more of a AAA title that its sales figures have shown. And these kind of small changes may not to you jump off the page, but to me, it's a sort of something that could be very special. I got a couple of messages while I was AFK on Steam, and the overall consensus seems to be pretty good on this front. People like it, and I'll be honest, some of these things feel like if it come out in a mod that I'd seen on Last Bullet Gaming, I'd be praising it above anything else. So I'm really happy to see that Overkill has chosen to do them themselves. I'm not going to read out both of these quotes, but basically, this one amused me. He's looking forward to seeing the feedback on the forums he stalks profusely. And that's also great to see. More talk of community feedback, more talk of community involvement. And this is, I said Overkill did this on their own volition, but it was community driven in a way, and that is what we love to see. Next up, we have the ammo deplete feature that is really cool. Minute little detail, but when you notice it, you notice it. And even for some of you mad RPers out there, myself included, I like going no hood occasionally. Some of these changes might actually be helpful when you can't see the number of bullets left in your mag in the bottom right hand corner. So we got transparent magazines for certain assault rifles. They look beautiful, and as I've already mentioned, can be useful just occasionally. And it's just a great change. Bullets make a difference now. You graphically more so than anything, and this isn't a particularly easy change to make. I know it seems like it should be, but it's something that sits in a AAA title, right? And Payday 2 should be that now. And again, I'm so happy to see that is the way it's going. Interesting, I mentioned this before, but Payday 3 as a concept, this is very much the alternative that I'm so glad they're taking. If they were to re-release Payday, release Payday 3 sooner rather than later, which we know they're not going to, of course, these are the things that we'd be seeing in the game, right? But instead of making you pay for another game, maybe a AAA title this time, £40, $50 release, instead they're making those changes to Payday 2, which I think our wallets most certainly will prefer. So hats off to them on that front. As ever, really stylishly presented webpage. Great to see. Small but very, very important update. More than you may immediately realize. A couple of other nice little changes as there have been a bunch of bug fixes. Good to see Overkill still on top of that, even though the game isn't at that height of popularity it was a couple of weeks ago when it was very cheap on Steam. It's still maintaining great service for it, and I think that's why the community seems to be sticking around. I remember on launch we had 50k. After maybe a month we were down to 20. After maybe 2 months we were down to about 10. Recently we've been maintaining a community, which is so important to see. One last mention, some bug fixes. Most importantly, a desync issue with high explosive rounds. That was actually a little bit game breaking. Really glad to see that's been fixed. So hats off to you, Overkill. No gripes here. Only great praise. Stay tuned on the channel. I'm going to be showing off a couple more of the animations in the future. You'll of course be seeing them on my streams, my gameplay videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. It's really important, this one, I think. So far, I've heard only good things, and it's hard to complain about, but you guys underwhelmed. Do you not see this necessarily being as big a step in the right direction as I see? Do you not see the future following suit? Is this a one-off? Let me know, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. See you all in the next one.